All right, y'all. Qam Yasharahla. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Makam. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of great wisdom. Peace and salutation to you, Qam, out there pushing the truth in love, sincerity, and in charity with all humility. Okay, this is the brother Yashawan from the GMS Farmers Camp, back again with another brief lesson. This lesson is entitled, uh, "This is this your joyous city?" Okay, is this your joyous city? All right. It's another Monday Night Live to the power and spirit of Yahweh. Shai, Lord, will it be edified. Okay, now this right here is going into Tyre. Okay, and we can see Tyre is basically Babylon today. Okay, so we go through it, all right, you will see that it's basically the same thing. All right, today. Okay, so let's get Isaiah 23:7. Okay, Isaiah 23:7 is saying, "Is this your joyous city, whose antiquity is of ancient days? A feet shall carry you afar off to sojourn." Okay, her own feet shall carry you off afar off, right? So to join. So Salah to sojourn. Okay. Now they say antiquity, right? Antiquity which goes back to ancient. Okay. So Isaiah 23:7, okay, is speaking about Tyre, right? And the voice is emphasizing how ancient, prosperous, and seemingly secure Tyre was, and then declaring that this same city will be driven away from its established homeland. Okay, but we know that Babylon today, okay, is going to be destroyed by thermonuclear fire. Okay, so they're going to be, uh, it's going to be the lake of fire. Okay, it's going to be the Red Sea. All right, okay. So is this your joyous city, Babylon? Okay, so the joyous city, right? In this voice is speaking about Tyre when you read from verse 1. Okay, the great Phoenician commercial city. Tyre was famous for wealth, trade, ships, merchants, and international influences. Now, today, forward today, who that fit? Okay, that ain't fit ancient, that ain't fit no other city other than uh, America today. Okay, famous for wealth, trade, okay, ships, merchants, and international influences. Everybody want to go to America. Okay, everyone wants to go to America. Okay, so that's international influences. Okay, the Chinese, the Japanese, the Indians. All right, everybody. Okay, so when you read the scriptures, okay, is this the famous prosperous city that everybody admire? Okay, now this is the ancient city Tyre in this same chapter. But when you fast forward the date, everybody admire America. Okay, everybody wants to go to America. Okay, they've been sold by an American dream. So it fit the same reference. Okay, all right. But the prophecy is turning from her prosperity to her judgment. Okay, and we seen it. Okay, so America, which is Babylon. Okay, Babylon was once the golden cup. Okay, now Babylon is falling. Okay, that great city. So let's go to we can shoot down to verse 1. Okay, they say the burden of Tyre, haul ye ships of Tarshish, for it is laid waste, so that there is no house, no entering in. From the land of Kittim, it is revealed to them. Okay, all right. So even though now we read from ancient time, from Tyre, you could fit it in the same time with America. Okay, so verse 8, shoot down to verse 8, it says, who have taken this counsel against Tyre, the crown and city, whose merchants are princes, whose traffickers are the honorable of the earth, who trade us. Okay, so in essence, Tyre had become extraordinary, powerful through commerce. Fast forward the day, who has become powerful through commerce? Babylon, aka America today. Okay, but America right now is losing its grip. Okay, is losing. All right, because no, the smallest countries right now don't even have no respect for America. Check Iran. All right, check South Korea, North Korea. All right, they don't have no respect for America no more. Okay, they say whose antiquity is of ancient days, and like I said a little earlier, antiquity goes by the ancient. Okay, so the point is what is pointing out now, right, is that Tyre wasn't some newly establishment settlement. Okay, it had an extremely ancient history. Okay, so America, all right, aka Babylon, all right, or Babylon, aka America, right? America was built on the backs of our ancestors. Okay, and they use us to build her up. Then they bring in the merchants, their traders, their ships. Okay, they become powerful. Okay, then they bring in their ideas, their lies, their policies. They bomb Nagasaki, and that's what all right. Put cost other countries to be in fear. All right, bring in the dollar. Okay, and be trading with the dollar, and the dollar is losing its value now. Okay, you have other countries are trading in the yuan. Russia is trading in the yuan. Okay, Saudi Arabia is trading with the yuan. India. Okay, all right. So the idea is this is an ancient city with deep roots, established for generations. Yet even its antiquity will not save it from judgment. Speaking about Tyre. So far forward the day, okay, even though Babylon was a great city, America, all right, nothing will stop it from being judged. Okay, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is going to do a great work in that city, in that country. Okay, because people in that land, they are very proud. And as we know, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the devil the Bible speaks of, he's very proud. This Isaiah 2:11. The lofty looks of man shall be humble. You see that? And the haughtiness of men shall be bowed down. And Yahweh alone shall be exalted in that day. Okay? So being old wealthy, powerful, or established does not make something immune from the Most High's power, Yahweh Shem Yahushai judgment. Okay? So Babylon being great is fallen. He is fallen. Okay? And his judgment awaits. Okay? They say her own feet shall carry her far off to sojourn, right? Okay, you have many people who live in America. A lot of them find someplace else to go. They find someplace they find someplace else to move and live. Okay, shalom, shalom, sis on the comment board. Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yoshai Barakatam. Barakatah, wa barakatam to those watching it, tuning in. Okay, so you have a lot of people leave America and went different places to reside, especially around Crown Royal time, COVID-19, and many of them they left. Okay, they left America and they went to the other countries and made their countries their home. Okay, all right. So that's why the scriptures say her own feet shall carry her far off to sojourn. Okay, many of them leaving. Okay, during the lockdowns a few years back. All right, I had a conversation with somebody from America. Okay, how they say, like, yeah, a lot of them is gonna move and reside in other countries. Okay, all right. So let's go back to Isaiah 23. Okay, and verse 9. Okay, because now when you look at Tyre in this voice, you see that Tyre was a great powerhouse back then in ancient times. Okay, our own antiquity couldn't save her. So you think Babylon greatness would save him? No. Okay. So let's go to Isaiah 23 and 9. Okay, say Yahweh of hosts had proposed it to stain the pride of all glory and to bring into contempt all the honorable of the earth. You see? So that land is going to be judged. That country is going to be judged by Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay, shalom, shalom, brother Qam. Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahushai Barakatah. All right? He's going to be judged. Okay? So when you look at Tyre, okay, he comes with commerce, then he gained wealth, then he gained influences, and then now finally he become prideful. Okay, now he's being put under his judgment. So the same thing with Babylon. Okay, when you read verse 8, it says, who are taking this counsel against Tyre, the crown and city, whose merchants are princes, whose traffickers are the honorable of the earth. Same thing with Babylon today. Okay, they got wealth through commerce, trading, selling. Okay, stocks. Then they influence the whole world, right? Then they become prideful. Now it's time for judgment. Okay, because the Lord hates pride. Okay, and a pride on a lofty look. Okay, all right. So when you go into shoot up the verse 17 and 18. Okay, all right. They say, and it shall come to pass after the end of 7 years that the Yahweh shall visit Tyre, and she shall turn her to hire and shall commit fornication with all the kingdom of the world upon the face of the earth. Right? Now, what that sound like? Okay? That sounds like Revelation 17 and 2. Let's get that. Okay, same thing with Babylon. All right. Revelation 17 and 2. Okay, you see, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth shall have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. Speaking of Babylon, America. Okay. Verse 18 say, and her merchandise and her hire shall be holiness to the Lord. It shall not be treasured nor laid up, for her merchandise shall be for them that dwell before the Lord, to eat sufficiently and for durable clothing. Okay. So the Lord did say that his prophets shall eat. Okay, we ain't gonna go hungry. All right. But that land, Babylon, America, is gonna become a wasteland. It's gonna be taken out. Okay. So when you look at this chapter, Isaiah 23, okay, you will see the judgment. Okay, you will see the pride. You will see commerce. Okay, and you will see restoration. Okay, but restoration for us as Israelites. Okay, all right. So when you look at Tyre, okay, it demonstrates something repeatedly. Okay, great wealth does not equal divine approval. Great antiquity does not equal great protection or divine protection. International influences does not equal righteousness. Commercial power can become a source of pride, and the Most High can bring that pride down. Like I say, that when you look at Tyre and then when you look at America today, is the one and the same. Okay, all right. Both of them become prideful. Edom, as we know, he's a proudful man, full of pride, and he also boasts in his wickedness. He said in his heart that he would become the Most High. He would sit above high in the stars. Okay, all right. So let's get Sirach chapter 10, right, and verse 12. Sirach 10 and 12. Okay. They say the beginning of pride is when one departed from the Most High and his heart is turned away from his maker. You see, so pride, right, goes before destruction. All right. The beginning of pride is when one departed from his maker. So we know that this devil, all right, this devil, being Edom, Salah, okay, is a proudful man, full of pride. Okay, this the brother named Qam, Revelation 19 and 2. For the true and righteous are his judgment. For he had judged, right, the great whore, which did corrupt the earth and with a form. Okay, and that's what this devil do. That's what America did. He set up his policies, his doctrines, his philosophies, and he spread out throughout the whole earth. Okay, that's why we committed fornication with everybody. Okay, back to Sirach 10 and verse 18. See, pride was not made for men, nor furious anger for them that are born of a woman. Okay, so so when you look at Isaiah 23:7, it basically saying what is that where is that ancient, joyous, prosperous city? That's what Isaiah is basically saying. Where is that joyful city now? And when you look at America today, ain't nobody want to go to America no more. Ain't nobody want to go to America no more. When people taking trips now, they taking trips, the other countries. They might America citizens are taking trips to other countries. You see, because America don't have that type power no more like what they once had. They don't have the beauty no more. You go to China, you look at China. All right, you look at Japan. Okay, you look at a lot of these other countries that built up. Okay, see, boy. All right. Okay. The brother here posted that same precept. Okay. Let me read that again. That's Revelation 19 and 2. For true and righteous are his judgment, for he had judged the great hall which did corrupted the earth without fornication. Okay. And had avenged the blood of his servants. Okay, at her. All right, so it's more on that. At her hand. Gun. Okay. And that's just what the devil did. All right. So when you read Isaiah 23, okay, you will see that the city Tyre is also synonymous with Babylon today, America. Okay. So it's an antiquity couldn't save it. Just it couldn't save Tyre. So you think it will save Babylon? All right. Its well couldn't save it. Their well couldn't save them from the hand of Yahweh and Yahushai. You think Babylon's well is going to save them? Its merchants couldn't save it. Its traders couldn't save it. You think those who trade in crypto and all that stuff could save Babylon? Its international connection couldn't save it. Okay? The scriptures say, all these shall hate the whore. All our partners, okay? All our allies, okay? They're going to turn against her. Okay? Because the Lord had proposed a judgment on her. Okay? She's going to be judged. Okay? I said, brother, Revelation 18:8, brother Nequam. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day. What is going to come? Death. Along with what? Mourning. Along with what? Famine. And she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord power who judgeth her. Okay? Babylon. America. Okay? The one who our people love. Okay? The one who our people love. All right? Now they can talk fool all they want that they don't love America. But we know better. Okay? We know better. This is Isaiah 50. Jeremiah 50 is the lot. Okay? This is Jeremiah 50:1. The word of Yahweh spake against Babylon and against the land by Jeremiah the prophet. Okay. Now, when you go to read this topic, this scripture, this chapter, my headline is saying against Babylon and Chaldea. Say, declare ye amongst the nations and publish and set up a standard, publish and conceal not. Say, Babylon is taken, Baal is confounded, Murdoch is broken in pieces, her idols are confounded, her images are broken in pieces. For out of the north cometh up a nation against her, which shall make her land desolate. Just as the Lord do Tyre, because her judgment is fulfilled. Okay, the same thing with Babylon. And none shall dwell there, they shall remove, they shall depart, both man and beast. Okay, so you remember Isaiah 23:7, right? Isaiah 23:7, where it says, her own feet shall carry her afar off to sojourn. Well, the scripture says, they shall depart, both man and beast. All right? Okay. Let's go to, we can go to Jeremiah 51. Okay, because if you don't know anything about Babylon and her falling, you go to Jeremiah chapter 50, chapter 51, chapter 49. Okay, you go to Isaiah chapter 13, all right, chapter 14. Okay, all right. This is Jeremiah chapter 51. Okay, and verse 1. Thus saith Yahweh, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me a destroying wind. That's those thermonuclear ICBMs missiles. Okay, and I will send unto Babylon foreigners that shall fan her and shall empty her land. For in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about. They will encamp around her. John said, I saw thousands. Okay, he saw 200 million missiles hitting Babylon, hitting America. Okay, verse 3, Jeremiah 51:3. Against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow, and against him that lifted himself up in his brigandine, and spare ye not her young men, destroy ye utterly all her hosts. So the Lord's gonna do away with that land, that big master land we call the US of A. So is this your joyous city? You who say you love America so much? Okay, the Lord is gonna wipe that face of the earth. Okay, shoot down to verse 6, Jeremiah 51:6. Flee out of the midst of Babylon, and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of Yahweh's vengeance. He will render unto her recompense. Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. Okay, therefore the nations are mad. They've been drunken of her fornication. Just like when you read in Isaiah 23:7. Okay, drunk of her fornications. Okay, 23 and 9 Salak. All right. I think the Lord get time to play. Okay. All right. For 7. Okay. For 7 again, Salak. Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nation of drunken of her wine. Therefore, the nations are mad. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her. Take balm for her pain. If it be, if so be, she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go every one into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies. You see? Now remember, like I said back in Isaiah 23 and 7, okay, the last part in that line says her own feet shall carry her off afar off to sojourn. Okay, the brother you posted Deuteronomy 32 and 41 and 42. If I wet my glittering sword and mine hand take hold on judgment, this is what the Yahweh is saying. I would render vengeance to mine and will reward them that hate me. I would make arrows drunk. Okay, I will make arrows drunk with blood. My sword shall devour flesh, and that with the blood of the stain and of the captive, for the beginning of revenges upon the enemy. All right. So the Lord get a nasty order of killing to do. A nasty order. Okay. All right. Isaiah 51 and 11. Make bright the arrows, gather the shields. Yahweh had raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes for his devices against Babylon to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of Yahweh, the vengeance of his temple. Okay? So is this your joyous city? The Lord is going to destroy that city in a moment. The scriptures say what? In 1 hour, that great city will be no more. All right? That great city will be no more. Really, it's going to take half hour. Half hour for those missiles to get there. And half hour to destroy it. Okay? All right? Let's get this last precept. We can go to Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which should not regard silver, and as for gold, they should not delight in it. Speaking about the Russians. Okay? Russia have over 6,000 nuclear missiles. Okay? China have over 3,000 missiles. All right? India have a couple hundred nuclear missiles. All right? And other countries have a couple hundred missiles, nuclear missiles. Right? So what you think is going to happen? Even though Babylon get a couple thousands as well, but not like what China and Russia has. Right? Okay? The brother posted Qam Jeremiah 51 and 29. And the land shall tremble and sorrow, for every purpose of the Lord shall be performed. You got that right. Against flicking Babylon, against America, to make the land of Babylon, America, a desolation without inhabitant. And I'm going to read into that right now in this same chapter, Isaiah 13. Okay, all right. Isaiah 13 and 17 again. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Their bow also shall dash the young man in pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. That's pregnant women and children. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees, excellency, shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. So the Most High ain't flicking having no pity on that city. All right, he ain't having no pity on that. Okay, I was in the conversation today with one of our people. He's a Mexican guy, Issachar, right? So he loved America because he born in America and all of that type of stuff and things like that. He loved America, but he don't want to go back there. So because every time he look on the news, this happening, that happening, this killing, that killing, this robbery, all kind of stuff. I said, boy, hey, America is gonna be destroyed. That's what I know. That's say the scriptures. I said, you might want to hear that, but that's what it is. He said, oh yeah, I heard what I heard somebody say that before. I said, yeah. I said, man, that's what the scriptures say. All right. It shall be when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. It shall never be inhabited. Just like the brother posted a precept just now. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation, neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. All right, I think the Most High got time to play. You know, time to play, boy. Isaiah 14 and 22. For I will rise up against them, saying Yahweh of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant, and son and nephew, say Yahweh. I will also make it a possession. Right? For the bidding and pools of water, and I will sweep it bosom of destruction. All right, bosom of destruction, say Yahweh of hosts. This is what we serve. We serve a righteous, terrible power. Okay? But Christians, they say they serve a God is all love. All right? We serve a terrible power who hates evil, who hates wickedness, who hates sin. Okay? Check this. Isaiah 13 and 21. But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there. And the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces. And her time is near to come. You see that? So Babylon's judgment, okay, is right around the corner. Okay, and us, Qam, the prophets, we can't wait. Because the quicker they be judged, the quicker the Lord gathers out of here. All right? Okay? See, and her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. So the Lord ain't wasting no time, boy. The Lord ain't wasting no time. We sowing out here. Only let us continue to push. Only let us continue to bring down this judgment from Yahweh Shem Yahushai by preaching this word. Okay? By preaching this word, by sending out these videos all around the four corners. Okay? We speaking it into existence. The destruction of Babylon, America, even the wicked 2/3 of our people. We speaking it into existence. We ain't coming with Good afternoon. I want to take, I want to hear, I want have a word with you. Coming in, you just said, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, whether you hear or whether you forbear. The Lord said, what in Ezekiel 3:17, give them warning from me, so that the blood may be of our hands. Okay? So when you look at Tyre, it is basically synonymous with Babylon today, with America. Okay? So when you read Isaiah 23, a civilization can look permanent to men, just like how Babylon look permanent, look like they will be there forever. Okay? But they are temporary before Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay? Because their judgment is at hand. Alright? And we know that, hey, their sins are rich. Okay? The Lord tell you in Isaiah 50, okay, come out of her. Okay? Don't have no part of her iniquities. Alright? So yeah, man, hey, Jake, okay, out there in the world, who saying they love their country, they love America. Well, the Lord is going to destroy America. Right? So yeah, man, with that, hey, Lord, well, this lesson was edified. Okay, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Gakudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to you, Akim, out there pushing the truth in love, sincerity, and charity with all humility. Okay, Shalom, Shalom, Shalom to the Ak, the Qam on the common board. Shalom to the Ak Wathium. Okay, that was Tonin. Okay, Shalom to one Lily. Shalom. All right. Tawara, Malak. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, Barakatah. All right. So until next time, Lord will. Shalom.